Just announced today, Princess Leonor and Christian's royal wedding stuns fans. The palace expected tradition, Spain expected elegance, but no one expected this. When Princess Leonor and Prince Christian's royal wedding was finally announced today, it wasn't just history, it was a love story that rewrote royal rules forever. It began with whispers that turned into headlines. And today, those headlines have become reality. Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark are officially engaged, their royal wedding now confirmed by both palaces. But behind the formal statement lies a story that has taken Europe by storm, a story filled with love, courage, and choices that have surprised even those closest to the throne. For months, royal watchers speculated about Leonor's growing friendship with Christian. They met years ago, at a royal gathering where their parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Margrethe II, stood side by side for an international event. Few could have imagined that what began as a polite royal introduction would blossom into something far deeper. Those who were there describe the moment vividly. Leonor, poised yet shy, extended her hand with that graceful composure she's known for. Christian, confident but warm, responded with the quiet charm that has made him one of Europe's most admired young royals. It was brief, almost fleeting, but something unspoken passed between them. Over the years, their paths crossed again. At academic ceremonies, royal galas, and official functions where protocol ruled every move. But away from the cameras, something changed. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace reveal that Leonor and Christian began exchanging letters, a private, almost old-fashioned way to stay in touch. Words written in ink, not typed through phones. And in those letters, affection grew. When Leonor began her military training in Zaragoza, Christian reportedly visited quietly, away from the spotlight. He was said to be deeply proud of her strength and duty. She, in turn, admired his humility despite the weight of his own royal destiny. Two heirs to two thrones, bonded not by arrangement, but by genuine affection. But today's announcement wasn't merely about romance. It was about unity. For the first time in modern European history, the future Queen of Spain and the future King of Denmark are uniting two royal houses through love, not diplomacy. The statement from Zarzuela Palace read, Her Royal Highness the Princess of Asturias and His Royal Highness Prince Christian of Denmark are delighted to share the news of their engagement, blessed by their families and celebrated by both nations. Yet, not everyone is celebrating. Behind palace walls, tension quietly brews. Some within the Spanish royal circle fear that Leonor's bond with Christian could complicate Spain's constitutional traditions. She is, after all, the first female heir to the Spanish throne in generations, a symbol of modernity and national pride. And now, with this engagement, the question arises, where will she reign? Will Spain's future queen reside in Madrid, or will love take her to Copenhagen? Royal insiders reveal that King Felipe was both proud and protective. He reportedly told Leonor, "Duty first, but never forget your heart." Queen Letizia, emotional during the private family meeting where the engagement was revealed, was said to have embraced her daughter tightly, whispering, "Make your own history." The royal announcement was timed perfectly, following Leonor's 20th birthday and Christian's recent coming-of-age celebrations. Both now stepping fully into their adult royal roles. Yet this engagement marks more than maturity, it marks the birth of a new European legacy. Cameras caught the moment earlier today when Leonor, radiant in soft blue, appeared beside Christian for the official photo shoot at Zarzuela Palace. Their hands intertwined, smiles effortless, eyes locked with a familiarity that spoke of years of quiet devotion. When asked what drew her to him, Leonor answered simply, "His heart. He understands mine." And then came Christian's reply, a statement that melted the hearts of millions, "She's my equal. My friend. My future." But what makes this announcement truly shocking is not just who they are, but how they've handled their love. Unlike previous royal romances surrounded by media frenzy, Leonor and Christian chose privacy. They wanted to grow away from the glare, to ensure that what they had was real. For years, royal observers debated her future partner. Would it be someone Spanish, a noble, perhaps a diplomat? Few believed she would cross borders to follow her heart. Yet Leonor, known for her independence and quiet strength, did just that. Today, as fans flood social media with joy and disbelief, the royal families of Spain and Denmark prepare for a wedding that could redefine modern monarchy. Reports suggest the ceremony will be held in Madrid, at the Almudena Cathedral, with a second celebration in Copenhagen later that summer. The union will symbolize not only love but the deepening friendship between two nations. Queen Margrethe II, proud grandmother of Christian, released a touching statement saying, "Their happiness brings light to the future of both our families. May love guide them as duty strengthens them." The world's eyes now turn to Leonor, Spain's crown jewel, the young woman who balanced military discipline with a tender heart. Her every move, every word, has been studied since childhood. And now, for the first time, the world sees her not just as a princess but as a woman deeply in love. But what many don't know is that the proposal itself carried a moment so intimate, so unexpected, that even the royal staff were stunned. Sources close to the couple reveal that Christian proposed privately during a quiet evening in Mallorca, where the Spanish royal family was vacationing. No cameras, no fanfare, just a sunset, the sea, and two hearts making a promise. He presented her with a ring designed by a Danish jeweler, said to include a sapphire surrounded by tiny diamonds, echoing the colors of both nations' flags. Leonor's eyes reportedly filled with tears as she whispered, "Yes, but only if we do this together." Together, that word has defined their relationship. Through long distances, royal duties, and endless public scrutiny, they've remained united. As the world reacts, debates swirl. What will this mean for Europe's royal balance? Could this be the beginning of a new generation of monarchs leading with empathy and equality rather than tradition and power? Historians already draw comparisons to iconic royal couples, Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, even William and Kate. But Leonor and Christian stand apart because their story began with friendship and grew through shared purpose. They are not just royal heirs, they are symbols of a new era. A generation of royals who choose connection over ceremony, authenticity over appearance. And yet, amidst the celebration, there remains a quiet uncertainty. How will their future unfold when duty calls them to separate thrones? How will they balance love and leadership? Leonor's destiny is in Spain, Christian's in Denmark, two nations, one love story. But those who know them best believe this: they will find a way. For them, love is not a distraction, it is the foundation upon which they will rule. As Europe prepares for what promises to be one of the most historic royal weddings of the century, fans across the world are left breathless. From the elegance of the ceremony to the emotion of their vows, this wedding will be remembered not just for its grandeur but for its sincerity. Because this isn't just about two crowns coming together, it's about two hearts defying expectations. And as the palace bells prepare to ring, as carriages are polished and invitations sealed, one truth remains clear: Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have stunned the world not through scandal, but through love that feels real, human, and timeless. The announcement was today. The excitement is global. The story is royal, but the emotion, utterly universal. When history looks back on this day, it will not just remember the titles or the jewels. It will remember two young royals who dared to write their own chapter, guided by love, strengthened by duty, and united in destiny. And now, as the world holds its breath for the royal wedding to come, one question lingers in every heart: if even the heirs to two thrones can find love beyond boundaries, what else might still be possible?